Guys, what's up? How are you? Welcome back. Today we are going to be doing another Empties video. There are so many products in today's Empties video. I saved pretty much all the bottles that I use just so I can talk about them in an Empties video, and this specific Empties bottle box is full of things that I have used up maybe even a year ago. These are a lot of products that took quite a while to completely use up. So we have a lot of skincare and body care as well as hair care. And yeah, I'm excited because there are some things in here that you guys may not have seen me talk about before on my channel. And that's because these are products that maybe I wasn't super in love with, but you know, well, we're gonna be discussing all that stuff. So before we get into it, please make sure that you guys subscribe to my channel so you can stay updated whenever I upload new videos for you guys. And then also please be sure to come follow me on Instagram as well, because I'm on Instagram when I'm not here on my channel. Here is the box. It's pretty big. As you guys saw, nothing is organized, so we're just gonna be pulling stuff out randomly. Starting off with the simple micellar cleansing water. I really liked this. I'm not too picky when it comes to micellar waters. I feel like generally they all work extremely similar to each other. This one specifically was really nice. Didn't dry my skin out or anything, but this doesn't remove waterproof makeup. And I've grown to like the micellar waters that do remove waterproof makeup. I just think it's a little bit more convenient. Then we have, I'm actually really excited about this one. So this is the Garnier Skin Active Soothing Facial Mist. This one is made with rose water, and I like this better than the Glossier facial spray, which is also made with rose water. This one doesn't smell too strong, and it also has a lot of glycerin in it, which is amazing if you have a drier skin type, because this facial mist makes your skin look juicy, dewy, hydrated. It also just makes the skin feel nice and moist, and just it really does help with hydration on the skin, especially if you do have dry skin type like myself. I would definitely repurchase this. In terms of the simple micellar cleansing water, I would repurchase, but I'm not gonna like go out and grab it super fast, you know what I mean? Because I feel like micellar waters are all generally really similar. Sunday Riley Good Jeans. I absolutely loved this. This took me quite a while to go through because a little bit goes a long way. I'm telling you, you need such a small amount of this, so I know it's expensive, but it really changed my skin. I repurchased this before this ran out because that's how much I really think that this has been helping my skin. The one thing I will say is I've noticed with my newer bottle, they have changed the formulation. So I will update you guys on whether or not I'm noticing a difference with the new one compared to the old one. But so far I'm not noticing a difference, but I can just tell that something about it is different. I can't quite put my finger on it, but obviously would definitely repurchase because I went and repurchased this right when this like hit about here. I was like, oh, time to get a new one. This is the Ulla Henriksen Glow Cycle Retinol Power Serum. I really like this. It's a nice, gentle retinol product, so there's no irritation. If you have eczema and really dry skin, I think it's also a great option because retinol is a really strong product to be putting on skin. So if you're a little bit more on the sensitive skin type, I think you could really like this one because it's not too intense. And I just really liked using this every single night. I would definitely repurchase this because I like how gentle of a retinol it is, and I did notice an improvement in my skin. I would say about a month and a half after using this. I just overall noticed like my skin texture improving, and I just saw small differences, but using a retinol is definitely something that you have to be doing long term, like for years and years and years. So would definitely repurchase. This is the Origins Clean Energy Gentle Cleansing Oil. I would repurchase this. It does have a really strong smell. It has a unique strong fragrance, which I'm not sure if I liked. I think there was something in this that irritated my eyes. I noticed I'd have a little bit of watery eyes after using this, but in terms of removing facial makeup, especially anything that's formulated to be long wearing, foundations and just concealers and things like that. Does an amazing job of breaking them down. I would definitely repurchase. I'm a big fan of Origins. I just wouldn't use it for removing eye makeup. This is the DP Hue ACV Detangler and Leave-In Treatment. I would not repurchase this. I was a really big fan of the ACV rinse. However, you rinse that out, and I think the ACV rinse, although it does have that apple cider vinegar tang to it, there's also a nice light note of lavender to it to kind of cut that. Whereas with this one, I feel like it just smells like straight up apple cider vinegar, and because it is a leave-in treatment, I was not liking getting whiffs of it throughout the days when I, had it in my hair, especially during like a workout or something. I just found this to be super unpleasant, and I just didn't like how my hair smelled like apple cider vinegar. So this is not a repurchase on my end. Another detangler is from Briogeo. This is the, or Briogeo. It's the Rosarco Milk Restorative Leave-In Conditioning Spray. I really liked this. It's extremely hydrating, and it does make your hair feel more plump. Like each of the strands felt a lot more plump when I was using this. I have another one that I see right here from Briogeo. It is their Don't Despair Repair Deep Conditioning Mask. I was a big fan of this. It's just a great leave-in conditioner. There's not very many frills with it. It helps with frizz, making your hair feel softer, detangling. I would repurchase, but it's just, there's nothing like super exciting about it, if you know what I mean, but it's a good product nonetheless. Lotion P50 1970 by Biblio Chic Rocher. I have gone through I've gone through like 5 or 6 bottles of this stuff. I swear by this. This is always a staple in whatever skincare routine I'm doing. It really changes your skin. You notice a difference 30 seconds after you use this. It exfoliates all that dead skin off. It's really such an amazing game changer in terms of anti-aging and just making your skin look so much better. I will say I do like the variation that has phenol in it. I know that that's a little bit of a polarizing ingredient. I've done a ton of research on phenol and, listened to other dermatologists and their opinion on it. From my research and from the dermatologist I've talked to, phenol is completely fine to use when you're choosing a Lotion P50. So there are different variations, and you can kind of choose the ingredients that you want in it. So if you're scared of trying Lotion P50 1970 or any of the P50s, I think definitely do a little reading up and figure out which formulation is best for you. But I would highly recommend investing in Lotion P50 because it's really been something that I have used for I think 4 years now, and I just can't imagine not having it. So this is a 100% repurchase on my end. Paul Mitchell Super Skinny Serum. This took me a long time to go through because I started getting bored of it. It's a great oil. If you are a Paul Mitchell fan, then I'm sure you absolutely love this, but I just got tired of it and wanted to use other serums. It's a great styling serum. It is really expensive, and I'm gonna be completely honest, I feel like the John Frieda Frizz Ease is just as good as this. So if you're not one to splurge on hair products, I would definitely say just try out the John Frieda Frizz Ease one. It's very similar on formulation. In terms of serums, this is quite a thick, pillowy, almost like a plush oil. If you try it compared to other oils, you will see what I mean. It's not as light and fluid as other hair oils. This one definitely has a viscosity to it that is quite pillowy. And the John Frieda one, like I said, is really similar. So it's good. I would repurchase. Am I going to repurchase it anytime soon? Probably not. Okay, what else do I want to talk about? Okay, I have so many, I should just knock this out right now. I have so many bottles of the Loving Tan 2 Hour Express in dark. You guys know that this is my favorite self-tan ever, so I'm just gonna let you guys know that I think I have 5 bottles of Loving Tan that I went through completely. Love it, 10 out of 10. My favorite fake tan that I've ever tried. Okay, next up we have the Dermalogica Special Cleansing Gel. Again, I'm a big fan of Dermalogica and I really generally love all their products. The Special Cleansing Gel, for whatever reason, did not work for me. I noticed on the back that it has Calming Balm Mint, and I am typically really allergic to anything with mint in it. There are randomly products with mint that I can use, But this dermalogical one specifically, I was not feeling it. It made me break out in a weird rash. So for that reason, it is not a repurchase on my end, but not something that I wouldn't recommend. I would recommend it if you can use it. So the next oil that I use is from Eva NYC. This is their Hungry Hair Oil Treatment. I did really like this oil. It took me a couple years to go through, so that was nice because it lasted a long time. This is a nice lightweight hair oil, absorbs into the hair quickly. And then another one from Eva NYC was their Therapy Session Hair Mask. This was more like a conditioner than a deep repair mask in my opinion. When I use a mask, I want it to make my hair feel really buttery, soft, super hydrated, and I wasn't getting that from this, so I just didn't feel like it was up there with other hair masks that I've tried. Not to say that this is a bad one, but for someone with really thick, heavy hair like myself, I want something that's gonna really switch up the game and make my hair feel buttery smooth, which I did not get from this one. So, I mean, I haven't even like finished it just because I'm not getting what I want from it. So I'm gonna give that one away. The other Briogeo product was the Charcoal and Coconut Oil Micro Exfoliating Shampoo. Oh, I wish I could show you guys. It is, you guys can kind of see, it's kind of black. This is a really gritty shampoo. It's quite thick like a conditioner, but you apply it to your scalp and you use it to exfoliate your scalp, get all the dead skin. It helps with dandruff. It has a nice cooling, tingling sensation, and I really liked this. Would highly recommend, especially if you have like a drier scalp or suffer from dandruff. It's great for kind of sloughing all that stuff off. Here is the ACV from DP Hue. I really like this. I think it's a great switch up if you want to kind of cut down the amount of shampoo that you're using on your hair to kind of give your hair a break in between formal shampoo washes. It does give you a slight lather and suds, so you do get the sensation of the scalp being clean. It's also really nice if you have any type of scalp condition, so I find that it's really helpful for myself if I use the ACV when I'm having a little bit of an eczema flare-up on my scalp, and I also will sometimes get these random, really painful red patches in my scalp. It's slightly different from the eczema, but the ACV really helps in kind of neutralizing any scalp issues that I have, so I do try to put it in my routine whenever the weather starts getting a little bit finicky or I just want to break up time in between actual shampoo washes. So this was the Watermelon Glow Mask from Glow Recipe. Really loved this. This is such an amazing product if you have dry skin like myself or just any skin type in general. You don't have to have dry skin. It's just a really nice, ultra hydrating, ultra nourishing mask. It smells divine. Oh, like I can still smell a little bit. I think it's like 92% watermelon too or something crazy like that. So would highly recommend and would definitely repurchase. This was from Strivectin. This is their Water Defense Hydrating Gel Moisturizer. This did not work for me. I used it up entirely, but it's not hydrating enough, so I wouldn't recommend that. Along with the Clinique Pep Start Hydro Blur Moisturizer, again, I didn't even really use much of this because I just don't like it. It's a very silicone-y, slippery moisturizer. I feel like it's honestly better off for people with really oily skin types, and it just didn't moisturize my skin at all. It was honestly kind of frustrating because I just don't feel like you can market this as a moisturizer. It just didn't work for me. Here's a moisturizer that I absolutely loved. It's the Dr. Jart Ceramidin Dermacare Gel Cream. Typically, I'm not crazy about gel moisturizers, but Dr. Jart does gels really beautifully and they're always really hydrating. So I absolutely loved this. This was an amazing game changer for my skin during the cold months. I'm a huge fan of the Ceramidin line. Cannot recommend this line specifically by Dr. Jart if you have severely dry skin or eczema. I think you will adore the Dr. Jart Ceramidin line. It's 10 out of 10. Can't recommend it enough to you guys. Another one from Dr. Jart was the Everyday Sun UV Fluid. This is broad spectrum SPF 30. Love how it has this like very light banana fragrance. So this was a definite recommend from me and just a great facial sunscreen. So next thing is from Eva NYC. This is their Speed It Up Blow Dry Spray. Now the thing about this was that if you don't use it correctly, it makes your hair look really oily. So this took me a long time to get the hang of, but if you apply just a little bit and really diffuse it throughout the, if you disperse it throughout the hair before you start blow drying, it really does amp up your blow dry time by like at least 10 minutes. It really does make your hair blow dry faster. I actually have another one from Eva NYC. This is their Mane Tamer Leave-In Cream. I loved this. Loved this so much. This is such a great leave-in conditioner because it really sinks into your hair quickly and you don't feel like you have any product in your hair. Like, I've never really used a leave-in conditioner that's quite as untraceable as this one. So it's almost like you apply it to your hair and then it just goes in, does the work, and then once your hair's dry, because you apply it when your hair's damp, if you let your hair air dry, like, you'll never even know that you had used this, which I thought was really telling of the product, because it did make my hair feel more soft, more silky, less frizzy, more manageable, but I never felt like I had anything in my hair. So I would definitely repurchase that. This is the Amore Pacific Treatment Cleansing Oil for Face and Eyes. I adored this cleansing oil so much. It was one of my most favorite cleansing oils I've ever tried. It's a very luxurious, again, kind of that pillowy plush cleansing oil. It definitely just feels thicker and more luxurious. Sorry, I had a random burp. Definitely just feels more thick and luxurious. Melts off all makeup like a dream. Waterproof makeup is easily broken down by this cleansing oil. So such a big fan. Definitely Amore Pacific is more of a treat yourself line, but it's worth the price and I just would highly recommend this one. Next we have two Glossier masks. We have the Glossier Moisturizing Moon Mask and the Glossier Mega Greens Galaxy Pack Mask. So the Mega Greens Galaxy Pack is really great for any areas of the face where you're more prone to breakouts. I wouldn't suggest putting it on any areas of the face where you're a little bit more prone to dryness, just because it is more of a purifying clay type of mask, but it's really great for controlling oily bits and breakout prone areas on the face. Would definitely recommend and would repurchase. And then the Moisturizing Moon Mask is my favorite out of the two. This one is great for those of you with dry skin or even oily skin. If you just want something that's really gonna moisturize your skin and kind of keep everything at bay, just make your skin feel a lot more hydrated, I would highly recommend the Moisturizing Moon Mask. I'm a big fan of both of them, and yeah, can't recommend either of them enough. Okay, so next we have the Pharmacy Green Clean Makeup Melt Away Balm. This was my favorite cleansing balm I've ever tried so far. And I was like, what is it about it that I like so much better than my other cleansing balms? And I could not figure it out. But when I had this, I went through this so fast and I don't even know. Like, I just liked it so much. I have a ton of other cleansing balms right now, but I would always reach for this one. It never stung my eyes. It never irritated my skin. It never clogged my pores, so it never, you know, made me break out, and it just melted makeup off so beautifully. It's such a great cleansing balm. I can't recommend this enough. This gets like 10 out of 10 stars on my end and a definite repurchase. This is the Clean and Clear Continuous Control Acne Cleanser with 10% benzoyl peroxide. This is an amazing facial cleanser that I have been using for literally as long as I've had my YouTube channel, because this is my secret weapon. I use this at least once a day or every couple days. Like, it's always gonna be in my rotation of face cleansers because it treats acne quickly and it keeps acne away. If I have any type of active breakout on my face, I always use this, and it just speeds up recovery time and really heals acne quickly. The benzoyl peroxide is really nice, so I would definitely recommend that to any of you guys with acne that you're trying to combat. Okay, another micellar water. This is the Botanics from Boots. I mean, it was good. It wasn't anything special though. It doesn't take off waterproof makeup. I'd recommend it if you don't wear a lot of waterproof. I also used up a little mini Garnier micellar water. Again, this is good. The pink one doesn't do anything special though. I feel like micellar waters, they're all the same, honestly. But I also used up a little mini Garnier micellar water with the blue top, and this has always been my favorite because this one removes waterproof makeup. So this one, in my opinion, is really great. So Loved that. I used up an entire Garnier Whole Blends leave-in conditioner. This one's the coconut oil and cocoa butter. I really squeezed as much out as I could. This is one of my favorite leave-in conditioners ever. I also really like just the standard green Garnier one. I think it's so amazing. This is the Pixi Skin Treats Glow Mist. I love this. I think it's one of the best hydrating oil sprays that you can get. This one you do shake because it separates, but this is one of the biggest staples in my setting spray rotation. I use this super regularly, and this is also great to use as a finishing spray with your skincare because it's essentially like a sprayable oil. So very hydrating, super amazing. This one I don't really want to touch because it's kind of grimy now because I've had it for so long, but I used up an entire argan oil. This one is from Moroccan Oil. It's a beautiful lightweight argan oil, and this one, I'm just gonna touch it because I want to show you guys. You guys can see it's really light in color. A lot of times argan oils are almost like brown, and that can actually make any of you guys that have lighter hair colors, it can actually make your hair color look brassy. So this was my standby hair oil when I had blonde hair because I want to use clear oils on my highlighted hair just so that they don't turn brassy faster. And the last thing I'm going to finish is the product that I used up just like the other day. It's the John Frieda 2-Day Revival Wave Refresh Spray, and you guys can see that this is like the sample label because I actually got to try this a couple months ago and really give them my feedback on what I thought of the product, and I used it up entirely, and I have another bottle that I'm going through pretty fast. I don't wash my hair super regularly, so that's what this is really great for. It just revives any waves that you already have in the hair, and I really think that it's super similar to the wave spray. Wave spray. Did I say wave spray? Wave spray. It's really similar to that. And so again, if you're not one to splurge on hair product and you want to try something similar like in the family of the wave spray, I think you'll really like this because you can also use it before you curl your hair, and it will just help like give the waves more body and more volume. I still love the wave spray. It's slightly different, but if you want to try something like that and not spend as much money on a product, the John Frieda 2-Day Revival Wave Refresh Spray, you can also use it for styling. You don't have to just use it for a refresh on your day 2 hair. So yeah, all of those are now going into the recycling bin. I hope you guys liked this Empties video. I had so much fun filming this. I love doing Empties because I think it's really telling of products when you use them up entirely. A couple things weren't used up entirely, but that was just because I flat out didn't like them or was allergic to them. But other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Please make sure that you guys subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and then please make sure that you come follow me on Instagram too if you haven't already. I guess that's all I want to say. I'll see you guys. Bye.